Dudes and dudettes, here with another Path of Exile video for you. This one's going to be on the skill gem sweep, and I'm going to read it and go over some of the stuff it can be used with and for, and then I'll use it and show you how it fares against enemies. So first off, sweep, attack, AoE, melee. So anything that buffs AoE is going to buff this, so it can get bigger and bigger, so keep that in mind. This one's level 12. The mana cost is 13, so you can see that mana cost, not going to be a problem with this. Even you can buff it with all kinds of stuff and it still probably wouldn't be too big of a problem. Requires level 46 because it's leveled in 104 strength, so you can see that it takes a heavy investment in strength. And swing a staff or a two-handed axe or mace in a circle, knocking back some monsters around the character. So you can't use this with a sword. So keep that in mind. If you want to go with a sword build, you might want to go with something like Cyclone or anything like that. 33% increased physical damage, deals 75% of base damage, 35% chance to knock enemies back on hit. Now as you level this, the increased physical damage goes up and the chance to knock back enemies on hit go up. And you can get this to where it's knocking back consistently. Now this does have its own attack speed, base attack speed, so it's going to seem slow, but it can be increased by attack speed modifiers. It doesn't matter what weapon you use it with, whether it be staff or anything like that, it doesn't get that much of an increase. So if you're going to go for it and you want it to do fast, you might want to take and get some attack speed with it, unless it's not part of your build. So let's turn sweep on, and we can see the cool icon down there. It looks cool. You see this sweeping a staff, and I'm going to show you just right here. Looks pretty cool, right? It distorts the air around you. So let's see this. You can see it's pretty slow, but if you jumped into a big pile of enemies, let's see if we can't get a big pile of enemies together. Here we go. Come on. He's knocking us back. You can see how it works. It's just like think of Cyclone, but with knockback in stable position. So if you used, of course, the taunt skill and everything went on you, and you were using that, it pretty much messes stuff up. It's not something you'd want to use on a boss, but as for groups, it's going to be fantastic for you to use on. My brother was actually using it for a time, and I used to love using leap slam to jump into thing and then use it. I'm obviously OOS. There we go. And here, let me show you again. See, it looks pretty cool, and you've probably seen this skill before, even if you've never made a fighter, because Oak, the Bandit King, uses it a lot. He uses that same combo where he jumps and then swings. And so it's a pretty cool skill, and I wouldn't suggest a build completely off of it. You'd have to have some things accenting it, like of course you'd want to use increased AoE on it so it gets bigger and bigger, and you'd want to use some kind of engager to get into the fray with them, or to call them to you, like the big taunt, or you would want to have leap slam to jump into them. And you'd want to build tanky, of course, so that when you got in there you didn't get immediately killed. And that it has the knockback, you could put the knockback gems with it, and you can make it where practically every hit from it is going to knock back. So it would be useful for taunting and then sitting there and going, don't touch me, style build. So it'd be pretty cool. I'm sure there's some builds out there that you can go look up, and it's a really fun gem to actually use because it looks cool, and who doesn't like having all the enemies swarm you and then you killing them, or killing and knocking them back with a big two-hander. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, take care, be safe, and be cool to each other.